Now I got it this time. If anybody's around. If anybody's left. What an ordeal. What an ordeal. Anybody else make it back? Yeah, Texas made it. Lisa made it. Mike. Hey, Mike. Man. Man, I don't know what happened. But when I went back to the screen there on the bottom of StreamYard, it says Mike, Cam, Guest, and more. But when you enter StreamYard, it says Mike, Cam together. And you click on it, and that's where you get your back camera, because I use the back camera. And it wasn't on there. It's not on there. Like right now, it's not on there. So I had to kill it, cut my phone off, sit here a minute, and then redo it. Now, I rebaited everything but that tall green pole down there. Hey, Mike, it ain't nothing up. I'm going on, let's see. Well, it says 15 minutes now, but I had 2 hours to go. So when this one reaches 2 hours, that'll be a solid 50 hours since I caught a fish. That's all I'm doing. I'm setting a new record. Most hours fishing live without catching a fish. I got good blooded bait on 3 of them, and I don't know that tall pole down there. Just it is what it is. Oh, that thing too much trouble to fool with when the fish ain't biting you anyway. I see 10 folks made it in here. You pulling for me, Lisa? I got somebody pulling for me to increase my record to 50 hours. I can't do it. I believe you're right. Yeah, but he didn't have 50 hours in. I got in 48 hours, Mike. 48 hours. Yeah. Maybe I'm going to see if they got any anti-skunk spray. No, I'm going to ask them if they got any anti-John Parker spray. And this first pole right here has got a gut pocket on it that was dripping blood. I got it on I put it on the hook with a rubber band. And if that don't get a bite, there ain't no fish here. Downtown Eddie Brown. Hey, man. You can fish in a drum of water. There ain't no fish, even a fish in the drum of water with a gut pocket and get a bite. So we're going to see. Hey, man. Thank y'all for stopping by. I'm just about to set my record, set a new record. I'm giving y'all something to shoot for. Now, a lot of people go for biggest fish and the most fish and all that. Well, I'm going for hours on a live stream without catching a fish. And I'm almost to 50 hours. And I dare anybody to try to beat that. Hey, Papa. Yeah, it's clouding up. This front fixing to move in here, but it's a nice day weather-wise. Other temperature is okay. What we talking about? Oh, rod knockers. I didn't see the rod part. I like rod knockers too, though. Rod knockers fishing. Okay. Well, I'm eating a grandma's best oatmeal cookie right now. The second one. The bait is the first pole here has got a piece of crappie on it, part of the crappie head, and the second, third, and fourth pole got skipjack. No, I lied. This first pole got a skipjack gut pocket. That's right. All of them got skipjack on them. I took the crappie off. Yeah, they all got skipjack. Wait a minute now. If all you see is the knockers and miss the rod, well, there you go. Well, that's what I saw. Yeah, they didn't have any oatmeal raisins. That's my favorite too. All they had was chocolate chips and oatmeal, so that's why I got one. Well, I won't tell it again. Mm. Well, all I can say about the sardines, you hadn't seen what I have in 99-degree weather. Lisa, you noticed when I told that in front of CP, he didn't deny it either. Hey, Chucky, I love my life with cookies too. Yeah, but I don't eat potted meat, but I love deviled ham. I can't get I can't get potted meat to go down. It gets stuck right at the back of my mouth and won't go no further. Well, the wind quit blowing. I wonder what that means. Water getting that funny pink glaze to it too. All right, Mike. Thank you for stopping by, bud. Yeah, Chunky got rid of the skunk, I heard. If y'all want to see something really, I call it fantastic. It's unbelievable to me. Is go on Johnny Small Pepper's channel and watch him eat them hot peppers. I just never have seen anything like it. I guess I'm not a world traveler, but I ain't never seen anybody do it and not drink nothing. Just sit there and eat them like they was peanuts. It hurts me just thinking about it. Eat them ghost peppers and eat them like I ate that oatmeal cookie. Have you ever, Lisa? You ever watched him eat those peppers on this video? You ought to go watch it. It's something to see. It's like a carnival act, man. Like a magic show or something. I guarantee you, your mouth and stomach will be burning after you watch him do it. Hey, Red, throw this bottle away. I know it, man. I just don't see how they can do it. But I've never seen anybody eat them the way he does. I just never have. It's terrible. What in the world is happening here? Hey, Bug Man. Oh, the fishing's great. Couldn't be better. The catching is way on the slack side, but the fishing is good. Well, the seagulls out here getting them something to eat now. Yeah. Hot dog chili sauce. Yeah, buddy. I love hot dogs. Good hot dogs, ballparks, and Hebrew National, or whatever that is. Okay, man. Thank you, Rez, for swinging by. Good luck at the doctor's office. Boy, the seagulls, there's a whole flock of them out there cutting up, man. They getting them some. I guess they're getting fish. I don't know what they're doing. They look more like they're getting a drink of water. No, I believe they're catching bait. believe they catch fish. Yeah, looks can be deceiving, man. You can't judge a apple by looking at the tree. Okay. I won't. I feel fairly certain that I won't. I'd hate to ruin my perfect record. No, I ain't caught a fish since the first week in December. That's what I'm doing today is trying to round out my record to even numbers of hours fishing live without catching a fish. And if I go another about an hour and 15 minutes, I'll have 50 hours of live streaming without catching a fish. You know, I'm trying to get my record in even numbers, good round numbers, like 50. I had all these poles put up and then put them in storage, and I don't know. I had a dream and said if you can go 44 hours without catching a fish, try to go 6 more and see if you can make it an even 50. And so I broke the poles back out this morning. And I'm going to look like I'm going to get that 50 hours. Hey, Johnny Summer. Hey, a minute now. Where you doing, boy? Yeah, I know it. But I can't cast far enough to get hung up unless I throw it up in these woods. I can't get to nowhere. And Johnny, I'm fishing about there's 3 or 4 foot ledges out there that I had steps cut in with a shovel when the water was down low. So I'm fishing up against all 4 of them. There's 3 of them. Drive you to drink. Well, now that you mentioned that, I got to go by several stores on the way home. And I got a little bit of practice at taking a drink, a little bit, not a whole lot. And if I can get another hour and 10, 15 minutes, they're going to be put up for good until warm weather. Johnny, this bank fishing is tough. No, not yet. But I'm sitting here right on the edge of it, and I don't think it's done much today as far as rising. But it's not falling. Has it started falling up there? Yeah, well, you see, I'm below the White River, Arkansas River, and so I don't know what it's doing. But that's what I thought the crest was supposed to be here sometime tomorrow. Sometime tomorrow. Well, I got to do something with this pole. This is driving me nuts. Yeah, that's what I thought the next day or two. I think it's supposed to crest here tomorrow night maybe. Johnny, I had put all these poles up, put them in the closet. I don't know what. I don't know. I lost. I had a little, I guess, a weak moment, and brought them back out this morning. But when they go up this time, they ain't coming back out till spring. Well, I appreciate it, Rod Knockers. Yeah, it'll get better when the weather warms up, son. I hope. These seagulls out here just scooping in the water. I believe it had some kind of shad kill or something because they barely scooping. Almost like they're drinking water. I believe it's some dead minnows or something out there. Yeah, Lisa, you sure gonna get hit on top of the head. You cruising for a bruising, girl. Oh man. Well, it's a good thing, Jersey. Yeah. Oh, I'm a good fisherman. I just can't catch nothing. I ain't a very good catcherman. Yeah, yeah, you got an excuse. I see. Hey, fat boy. Hey, Chunky. I heard you broke the skunk today, man. Congratulations. Now, if you go right on home and unsubscribe to John Parker, you'll go back to catching 18, 30 fish every time you go. I'm telling you, John Parker is bad juju. Yeah, that's what I said. Chunky finally broke the skunk. Now, ever since Dana called him Skunky by accident, today the first day he caught a fish since then, and that's been a month ago. And he had to go twice in 1 week then to break the skunk. I know it was killing him because he went from catching 35, 18, 25 fish a day to skunking 3 or 4 trips in a row. Hunky. Well, I was listening to her when she called him Skunky. I was watching it live, and she sure said it. And I thought she was playing until she accidentally said Skunky instead of Chunky on a live stream. And man, she couldn't apologize enough. And sure enough, that juju went right on to Washington. And I'm glad he finally broke the spell. But I'm telling you, he better go home and unsubscribe, because I think that's the only way to get rid of that bad juju. No, it is not helping when you want to go yourself. You just got to go, man. And I hope don't none of my fishing skills rub off on you, or lack of. Hey, Carmel, how you doing, man? Good to see you. Yep. Yeah, you spend a lot of time keeping the boat running, operating correctly. Boy, the water glazed over like ice now. Slick as glass. Boy, this weather, these clouds got a serious look to them. Got a whole swarm of seagulls out here in front of me. They having a ball. I wish one would try to come up through here eating. Turn around, I don't see. I don't know if y'all can see them gulls out there or not. Can y'all see those seagulls? Well, Lisa, I got 5. 1 to go. Well, they run out here all of a sudden. You know, they were thick as hair on a dog back there for about 2 hours. And now they've gotten all spread out, I guess. Hadn't been any lately. I hadn't even heard any talking on the radio. Oh, God, it's fun to watch. Well, don't think I'm not going to be checking on you and hollering, pew, wee, ooh. Yeah, bad thing about it. In my younger, dumber days, I just, with it bad as it is being for 50 hours, I just go down through here when I got ready to leave, throwing poles in the water and get in my truck and go home and say the heck with it. Because it has been bad. It's gotten funny. It's so bad, it's funny. Oh, yeah. You better make some sort of arrangement to at least catch one fish when you go. You better come down with tonsillitis or an ingrown toenail or something. No, you're gonna have a ball when you get back to North Carolina. Adrian said they're gonna fish on Kerr Lake. What, tomorrow night? Tomorrow? Yeah, I believe this water's already crested here. And I don't believe it's risen any. Just looking here. I should have stuck something up in the bank when I got here, but I wasn't that worried about it. Hey, Creole, doing a lot of fishing, man. Doing a world of fishing. Are you fishing today, Creole? I guess not. I saw you the other day when y'all, I think it was some kind of tournament, I guess. They won a blues or something. I saw you catch some. All right. You still working up around Newton? Not all at once. Well, that's a show the way you gonna get it. Okay, I got you. Y'all, I believe 3B must be sick. I hadn't seen him in a couple, 2 or 3 days. Y'all heard anybody heard anything about it? small town usually keeps in touch with him. I do too. I mean, I see him. He's always around, but I sure hadn't seen him in I know at least 3 days. Your boy Troy finally showed back up. Stan too showed up last night. But I don't know. I asked about 3B last night. I asked some people going up on the tower to observe. One of them going up. One of them ain't going. One of them said it's too dang high. Yeah, I know. Stan been sick. Yeah. Yeah, heck, seemed like half the community got is sick. Big Mike, Lisa, Big Skip, Ernie, Brown, a bunch of folks sick. Yeah. That don't count. That don't count. Just be glad you still working, boy. You know, the bad thing about it, if I hadn't got that, if I hadn't got that cancer in 2014, I'd probably still be working. My wife's still working. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed getting up, going down there and teaching them kids the other day. Felt like you was doing a little good. I don't, very little, but a little. But that when you're doing something you like, it ain't like work, you know. But when I got that darn cancer, I said, the heck with working. I'm gonna do what I want to do every day, every hour of every day. They go talking about cancer, man. That scared you to death. It scared me, and I ain't scared of much, but that scared me. Well, no, I'm not really schooling. Yeah, you got that right. Creole, it sure does that too. That's the reason that was one of the reasons I did what I did when I did it. You know, 'Cause I wasn't gonna just live out my life doing what I want to do on the weekend. And Kay doesn't have any hobbies. Her hobbies are them 5 grandchildren, and they all getting grown. She used to like to garden and all that and work flower beds, but she didn't got to where she don't like to do that no more. So she just gets up and goes to work like every good German ought to. Where are you, Lisa? Lisa. It's clouding up here like it could rain any minute. Well, if it'll give me 38 more minutes, is that right? 38 more minutes to set my record. Yeah, I got 38 more minutes and I'll be and set my record. And I'm gonna say adios. Now I'll add 6 more to the pile. That'll make it even 50. Give or take a few minutes. Throw all this bait in the river. And gut pocket been out there an hour and a half. Ain't had a touch. These fish got the lockjaw for sure. There you go. You're exactly right. When I was going through that mess I had, it was 1,000 people in worse shape than me. I never looked back at it though. I did what the doctors told me when they told me. But that initial shock will get you, boy. Well, congratulations on getting through it. Of course, at 19, I don't know if you really understand what's happening to you or not, but when that doctor told me what was going on, man, I like to stroke out. I started to run. All right, see you later, Creole. I got 35 more minutes and I'm shutting it down. I'm trying to set a record. In 35 minutes, I will have set the record. I give everybody in the fishing community something to shoot for. A record that shall not be broken. I really don't know how you fish 50 hours without catching a fish. Somebody told me I would say that's almost impossible. Hey, mechanic. No, doing a lot of fishing, no catching. But in 31 minutes, I will have set the record. Just enjoying the chat and enjoying the river. That's all. Not catching a thing. Not even getting a bite. Hadn't even gotten a bite. All the seagulls even left me. and watching the water go by. What record? 50 hours, 50 straight hours, 50 consecutive hours of live streaming without catching a fish. "50 consecutive hours of live streaming without catching a single fish." I had 44 hours in when I came out today, and I said, I'm going to do 6 hours, make it an even 50, and quit till the summertime. This second time I will have quit. I quit once before for about 2 weeks, and I don't know what came over me. I had some kind of spell get cast over me or something, and I decided to fish today. Don't know why. Well, I do know. Set that record. I challenge anybody in the catfishing community. And they got to bait their hook, and they got to fish where they got to try to fish. They can't just go fish in a road ditch somewhere. They got to go fish. I don't even believe Kelly Bullock could do that. Sure. Okay. Well, that's what I'm on. Claim temporary insanity. That's what I'm gonna claim when I hit you on top of your head, Lisa. You reckon it'll get me off? This is plumb terrible now. I'm telling you, it is terrible. This is awful. I just didn't believe it could be done. Heck, if I was close, I'd come get them, Arnie. That sounds good, man. I tell you, I love a good hot dog with homemade sauce on it. I like to chop up some onions and put in there too. And I put mayonnaise on my hot dog, on the bun. I love a good hot dog now, I'll tell you. That's the one thing I remember about going to New York City is the hot dogs on the street. Those vendors that got them little wagons they push around. I like those hot dogs. They put sauerkraut on them. They put in it everything in the world. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, you know how to make a good hot dog too, then. I didn't doubt that you didn't. Some people just don't like mayonnaise. They like mustard or whatever, but I like mayonnaise, chopped onions, and I don't make a sauce. I usually put chili on. Coleslaw, oh boy, yeah, yeah. That coleslaw is fit to eat too now. That second rod down there got so much trash on it. Pool hall. Yeah. I just hope when I reel all these lines up, there ain't none of them hung, and I had to break them all off and all that mess. That'd be just about right. About three of them be hung up. You know, the little town I grew up in didn't have one either. It never had one. But we used to go to the town north and the town south quite a bit. Of course, I never was much of a pool shooter. I can't see. I can't see straight enough. Had excellent eyesight, but even a scope on a rifle. When I put a scope on a rifle, somebody pick my rifle up and look at it. The crosshairs is sitting like a almost like a times mark, like an X instead of like a T. But they look straight to me. I've got a I got a pellet rifle there at the house with one of them big scopes on it. And my son, every time my youngest son, he likes to shoot it because it's accurate. I can kill rats. I can kill anything with it. And he said, "Daddy, what's wrong with this scope?" I said, "Ain't nothing wrong with this scope." He said, "That thing look like an X." I said, "Well, just put the X on it." And I had a 22 rifle when I coon hunted. I had a 1 inch scope on that 22 rifle for shooting coons at night. It gathers the light. You know, you could really shoot them in the eye and wouldn't tear the hides up. And that scope was candid. People used to laugh. "How can you shoot this thing?" I said, what do you mean shoot it? There ain't nothing wrong with it. That's the first place you went. There you go. Yeah. That was the worst thing a parent could do is tell you not to go somewhere and not do something because they are sure gonna go do it and act a fool. Somebody back up on that tower. Yeah, you sure gonna do what they said don't do. Hey, that's an observation tower, mechanic. It's just somebody out here and they went up on that tower to look out over the river. It's just an observation tower. This is a campground, county run campground. Got 70 something campsites, and people stop in here traveling and spend a night or two, and they probably walked over and went up that tower just to look out over the river. I've been up there once. Pretty tall. It's a massive structure actually. Steel and concrete. No wood in it. That was about one of the few things that they've ever done around here with foresight. And that thing has withstood some massive floods too. It must be really well built. I guess y'all can see that sign kind of right beside that tree out there on that point. That thing on the bottom left of that tree. No telling how many times that sign washed away. I seen water way up over that sign. And they got 3 poles on it this time. It held the sign. It's leaning and it's crooked, but it's still there. Yeah, the riverbank here can hold 10 more feet of water. Flood stage is 48 feet, and the river about 37 and a half, 38 feet right now. Can hold 10 more feet. And that'll put it at 48, and about the highest it's ever been is 65. And that is dangerously close to ruining my life and everybody else's that lives here when it gets that high. The river is something else. Yeah, there's on one of the legs of that tower, they put up signs on it to mark the different high water marks that we've had here. And the highest they claim now, I don't know how they figured it out, but they claim 1927, major flood, the big flood. We call it the Great Flood. Supposedly it was the highest the river's ever been. But now the levee that was along the river in those days is about a third as tall as the levee that's out there now. It came back in at the end of the Depression. I guess it was federal money from the workmen's WPA and the CCC and all that. And in the 30s, they built us a new levee, a big levee. I mean, it's a monstrosity. On this side of the river, it runs all the way from Memphis to Vicksburg, Mississippi. On the Arkansas side of the river, Lord, I don't know where it starts on the Arkansas side. Somewhere up around Sykeston or somewhere way up there, I guess. I don't know, way up in Missouri it starts and runs all the way to New Orleans. Down the other side of the river, the west side of the river. But it's a massive structure on both sides. Our side, it's about 200 something miles long. But on the west side, it's long. It's really long. I guess it starts up there around. I know it's up there where Danny Stone is because I see it up there when he goes fishing. He goes over to go back behind the levee. I've been to Sykeston, Missouri, and I can't remember if it was a levee there or not. I don't remember about Sykeston. But wherever the hills stop coming out of St. Louis down south of St. Louis, you know, it's kind of in the hilly. Wherever those hills stop, that's where that levee starts. I assume. I guess. I don't know. I've never been on the river up there in a boat or anything. I've been across it at Chester, Illinois, where Jerry Parker lived. Up in there where Avid's, I think Avid's fairly close to that area too. Well, I'm down to the last 11 minutes. If you look in the dictionary under pitiful, there's a picture of me and all my fishing poles. Wouldn't it be something if one of these poles bent over all of a sudden with 10 minutes to go? All right, man. See you later, honey. Appreciate you stopping by, man. Don't ever come to one of my live streams expecting to see a fish. I'm gonna put a warning sign out with mine from now on in the description of my live feed. I'm gonna put one of them red circles with a fish in the middle of it with a line through it. All right, man. Enjoy those hot dogs, and I'll see you later. I'll see you tonight somewhere. Whoa, 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 whoa is me. Well, I think I'm fixing to call it off. You know I am. Clean the lines all up, get all this trash off of them, take the hooks off, take the weights off. Take them apart. And call it good. Thank you, Lisa. The only people that catch less fish than me are people that don't fish. It's just pitiful, I'm telling you. It's just pitiful. Yeah, I got 2 minutes and 30 seconds. Yeah, maybe I'll start a new record, huh? Look, I even brought 4 poles out here now. I got 4 poles out. I usually don't fish but 1 or 2. Yeah, heck, Chucky, I don't live about 7, 8 minutes from home. I don't live nowhere from here. Real close. Thank you though. Thank you for stopping by. No, you won't beat it. Not fishing off that dock, you won't. They catch fish out there. And your husband gonna make sure you catch a fish. Yeah, you catch some fish off that dock. No, I don't think that record's gonna be broken anytime soon by fishermen. I don't know. Lee Evans might give me a run for my money, and Kelly Bullock, and of course Dan. Dan has some long dry spells too. All right. All right, I'm on fixing to be on the final countdown. Let me see here now. There it is. There's the record, y'all. All right, I'm finna shut it down and reel up and go home. I appreciate everybody stopping by. I enjoyed the visit. See most of y'all tonight somewhere. Y'all take care. Bye bye.